good morning, everybody. Welcome to your daily reading for January 31st, 2025. Let's see what kind of notes that we are going to end on January. This is your pick a card reading. You know, if you're drawing here because it's a pick a card or whatever, you know how it works. You pick your pile. Back here are for those celebrating a birthday today. Okay, we're going to start off with an overall message for everybody with the astrology dice. I'm going to start making this a tradition here. Okay. We have the fourth house. And we have, let's see if I can get it in the camera right. Scorpio. And we have Jupiter. Okay. So, how the dice, and this is a little lesson, if any of you, I'm going to try to remember to put a link to some astrology dice, and they will be affiliate links, just so you know. If anybody are interested in learning these are real great way of doing a daily for yourself, personally. I started doing this for myself, and they've been pretty on it, okay? But the actor, which is the main character or the situation, is represented by the planets. Today we have Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is that planet of expansion. It's a planet of good luck. It's a planet of growth. So that's real good. So, how are we growing? The costume is the how. How is this happening? This is happening in Scorpio. What way are we growing? What way are we expanding? And Scorpio is about emotional truths. It's intense emotion, deep emotion, honesty, a deep connection. It could also be money, power, and sex. It does rule the 8th house. Sometimes Scorpio can be secretive. So these could be expanding or big secrets coming out. But I'm feeling more like, in a big way, some kind of emotional expression. Speaking emotional truth. Sometimes it can be intense emotional scrutiny, just so that you are aware. But I'm feeling like this is deep emotional connections in the 4th house. The 4th house is the setting. It's the stage. It's where things are happening. Kind of like, think of it like the place. Like, in mundane terms, like Joe had an argument with Jane. Okay. Joe being the subject, or not even say Jane. Joe had an argument. Argument could be the what, the how. Houses, and in the grocery store. Joe had an argument in the grocery store. The grocery store would be the place, the scene, the stage. Okay. Now the 4th house is the house of home, house of family, house of mother. Okay. So let's analyze this for a minute before we get into the pick a cards. So what this is pretty much saying is that there seems to be some kind of, it could be luck or some kind of expansion, something growing. What is growing? Emotional connections, deep emotional connections in the family. For some of you, there could be news of a pregnancy. I don't know why, but pregnancy has been coming out lately. I swear somebody's getting news of a pregnancy. Okay. Others, it could be a deep emotional connection with family today. Okay, that's growing, that's expanding. Okay, let's put the dice aside. Now, if you chose pile 1, we have Lady Spring. Beautiful. I always love spring. And if my hands will let me pick the card up, Knighthood. So there is some kind of new energy here. Spring is also giving birth. But this is something springing out here. Knighthood is being honored. So this could be you being honored for something, for your accomplishments, or being honored or recognized. This could be a new, like spring also could, to me, represents that beauty and that abundance. Somebody is admiring you today on one level or another. Very good energy. Very good. I like it. I like it. I like it. That can also even be a promotion of some sort. Now, if you pick pile number 2, we've got the Warlock and Lightworker. Okay, the Warlock is... he represents delays. He represents setbacks. He is malefic. That is a malefic card. The Warlock often could represent somebody who does not have your best intentions in mind, okay? It is a disruptive energy. The Warlock, like I said, delays. Lightworker is trying to show your light, doing good to others. Okay. I just want, and some kind, it's like the magic of some sort. The Warlock are hold-ups and obstacles. Sometimes, not always, sometimes it could represent theft. So it could be theft of anything. It could be possessions, it could be money, it could be services. Okay? Lightworker is somebody who's trying to do good, out there trying to heal, literally doing light work. So if you're in that kind of work, be mindful that there could be somebody trying to steal services. Be mindful if anybody says, oh, I need this healing. I need a Reiki session. I'm just using Reiki as an example. I don't have the money right now until I get paid, but I really, really need this. I don't know if I can go to work tomorrow. And you say, okay, and you go on an honor system and says, okay, I'll give you your session, provided that on payday you're going to pay me, and payday comes and you never hear from them. That's an example. That's a type of theft of services. So you just kind of be a little bit mindful in the energies that you are interacting with. But as you're trying to do good, there could be some setbacks or delays. But it's about overcoming those setbacks and delays. And keep in mind what the dice are saying today. Big wins, big luck, big expansion. Deep emotional connections. Deep emotional honesty. And even secrets. So somebody's intentions may not be totally pure. Okay. You could, for others, if you're not a light worker, you could be dealing with somebody who presents themselves as being a light worker, wanting to help you, wanting to do good. But they're not honest about it. Okay. I know I spent a lot of time on that one. But I felt I needed to. Now, let's move over to pile 3. Calendar. Calendar represents a long time, could be a year. Fellowship. Fellowship is a group. It is communing with other people, get-togethers, reunions, celebrations. It's in the community. Calendar is timing. It's a timing card. Typically, not always, but many times the calendar represents one calendar year. So something may be coming up today, and it doesn't have, but calendar is a long time. Months, it could even be years. Like I said, a lot of it means a year. And I'm kind of going back to that pregnancy idea. 9 months. Get it? That news that I swear to somebody's going to get news of a pregnancy. And it's coming soon. I do feel that expansion coming into the community. For others of you, you just might get an invitation, wedding invitation or anything. But it's more about a get-together that's supposed to happen, but it's not going to happen for a while. It feels more like an invitation or planning. To take this a little bit further, let's see if there's, I'm going to look it up here to see if there's any other messages. Sometimes I will look the card up to see if there's anything that I'm missing. The fellowship. It is friendship and loyalty, reliability, steadfastness. It's helpful friends, and allows lending to teamwork and support. And like I said, the calendar is something that's been taking a long time. And this is card number 49. And I feel like what I want to say is that perhaps you have been trying to work on something for a very long time, and it hasn't happened yet. This might be a day that you actually get some kind of news or information about whatever this project is. Give me a second here. Yeah, the calendar. The moral of the story of the calendar. Slow timeline, months or years. Slow movement, but steady progress. And lasting. And there could be delay or longevity, depending on the placements. Okay. I feel like this has been a very slow timeline with teamwork or working together, maybe getting a team together. But you are making progress. I think that is the moral here. Even though something is taking a long time, you're making some kind of progress in regards to gatherings, working with teams, whatever your scenario is. Okay. That took a hot minute. Now, we're going to put these cards aside. We're going to bring out the birthday cards and see what they have to say for those who are celebrating a birthday today. And if today is your birthday, yay, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, we are going to start with your Major Arcana card, which is the Hanged Man. Kind of goes with pile 3, doesn't it? The Hanged Man is a card of sacrifice. It's also a card of enlightenment, looking at things differently, looking at things from a different perspective. It is also a card of delays, like hanging in there. no action. Okay, let's see what it's paired with. Oh, the lighthouse and the dream catcher. This is screaming protection from the storm. This feels like this year is about navigating some troubled waters, but knowing that there is some kind of divine protection. And in coming up with a solution to a problem that you have been dealing with, it involves maybe taking a different approach to this feels like taking a different approach to an old problem this year. That's your calendar year, that's your theme for the year, working through different problems. This might not even just be one specific. It may be different issues and things that come up this year, and learning not to do the same thing over and over again, but to take a different approach to it. The dream catcher is a card of protection. It's spiritual protection. So you do have divine protection as you navigate through this next year. But I'm feeling like, and when I say storms, everybody has storms. There is no one person, one human being that has the perfect life. And with that said, even the most richest person in the world, Elon Musk, has his storms. Okay? Everybody does. And it's about how we handle them and how we navigate those stormy waters, how we find solutions to problems. And sometimes we have to take a step back, think about it, reflect on it, try to look at it from a different perspective, take a different approach to problem solving. And those problems are meant to be lessons, okay? And I think that's what this is all about this year, is learning lessons on how to deal with them and how to look in a different way. Okay, well, that wraps up our daily pick a card. If any of this resonates with you, please do let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts. And until next time, stay safe, stay focused, and walk in light, love and light.